Hello, my name is Adrián Bermúdez Martínez, and in this video I'm going to present a CLIL lesson from a visual arts unit for students in the second year of compulsory secondary education. The unit is called Poster Design, inspired by an artistic style, and the final task is the creation and presentation of a group poster inspired by a selected artistic style. My class is made up of 25 students. To respond to learner diversity, I organized them into 3 tiers. Tier 1, students need more support with instructions, vocabulary, and artistic concepts. Tier 2 students can work with moderate support, and Tier 3 students are more autonomous and can express their ideas more independently in English. I use mixed ability groups so students can support one another during the lesson. This lesson also integrates the 4 C's. In content, students learn about artistic styles and poster design elements. In cognition, they move from identifying and classifying to comparing and creating. In communication, they use artistic vocabulary and useful classroom language. In culture, they compare artworks from different cultural contexts, supported by the language assistant, who shows 1 or 2 artworks from their own cultural background. In class, students compare those examples with artworks from our own Spanish culture and more specifically from the Murcian context. The first activity is a warm-up called Guess the Style. Students work in pairs and observe several artworks from styles such as Cubism, Pop art, Pointillism, Surrealism, and Impressionism. They answer simple questions like "What can you see?" or "What style do you think it is?" And then we share ideas as a class. This activity activates prior knowledge and encourages oral participation from the beginning. To support students, I use sentence starters such as "I can see," "This painting looks," and "I think this style is," because together with a visual word bank. The second activity is a style detective chart. Students work in small groups and complete a comparison chart about 5 artistic styles. They read short descriptions, match them with images, and complete categories such as color, shapes, realism, artists, and effects. This activity is especially important because it shows the cognition element very clear. Students classify, compare, and justify. At the end, each group chooses one artistic style for the final poster and explains its choice to the class. Regarding scaffolding, the first tool I use is the substitution table for describing an artistic style and justifying poster design choices. This helps students build sentences in English using key vocabulary and useful structures. And it is especially useful for Tier 2 students, although it also supports Tier 1 and can serve as a model for Tier 3. The second scaffold is the Art Movement Study Watching Frame, which helps students focus on key information while watching a short video and then organize their ideas in groups. In terms of diversity, students who need more support work with more visual support and multiple choice options. Tier 1 and 2 students use guided prompts, and Tier 3 students work with extension tags and more advanced language. The final activity is create your artistic style poster. In groups, students choose one artistic style and create an original handmade poster on cardboard or paper using color pencils or tempera paints. The poster will have a clear communicative purpose. It may be designed to raise awareness about social issues such as bullying, sexism, or racism, or to promote local cultural events from our region, such as the blooming season in Cieza, Holy Week, or carnival. Then they give a short or a presentation in English explaining the style, the artistic choices, and the message of the poster. Assessment includes both formative and summative strategies. Formative assessment takes place during the whole lesson through observation, scaffolding questions, and the correction of the comparison chart. This helps me check whether students understand the artistic style and are ready for the final task. Summative assessment focuses on the final poster and the oral presentation. I use a rubric to elaborate content, use of visual elements, vocabulary, oral communication, and collaboration. Students also complete a self-assessment checklist with can-do statements, which helps them reflect on both content learning and language use. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you for watching.